Hello and welcome back to another Python Pandas tutorial. And here we'd like to dive into the data frame, which we have created in the last video already, which is this one. And we talked about the issue or the problem, which is here in the second column. We have in this column a list of values, like here for energy drinks, Monster, Rockstar, and Rain. And then for fruits, Apple, Banana, and for ice cream, Ben & Jerry's, Reese's, and Häagen-Dazs. So far so good. Now, in the last video, we learned how we can actually split this list into multiple rows. So in case you're interested into that, feel free to check out this video. Otherwise, we also might have the use case that instead of having this into multiple rows, which means that energy drinks would appear 3 times, one time with Monster, one time with Rockstar, and one time with Rain, we could also have the use case that we would like to split this into multiple columns. And then the question is, how can we achieve this in Pandas? Well, let's actually do that. There is one way how we can split a list into multiple columns. And this is using the pd.series option. So let's actually take a look at that. If I say I would like to df and then I select from my data frame the options, so options, you could also type in df.options, would also work. And now you apply something by calling the apply method, apply, and then you put in pd.series. So you apply here the series object on this option, which is currently a list. And if we execute this, we'll see that now, instead of having a list, we have 3 different columns in here. This first one, the second one, and the third one, right? And we have split here the list into multiple columns in the data frame. So we have Monster, Rockstar, and Rain. Then for the second, we got Apple and Banana. And because we have no third entry, it simply is a none value, so missing entry, right? And now all we need to do is we combine the df with this what we have done here. So this can be done, for instance, with the merge function. So we could say pd.merge, and then we need to put in this case 2 data frames. And the first data frame would be, of course, the original data frame, this one. However, of course, then we would like to drop actually the options, right? So we could say df.drop, and then we simply specify here what actually do we want to drop. In this case, it's the options column, options. And then we also need to specify here the axis. So say axis is equal to 1, because we are currently on the column level. This means that here we only get actually the to buy column, and the options will be dropped. And then as a second one here, we simply say exactly what we specified here. So I can copy this completely if I want, Control C to copy it, and then I paste it here inside, and we got those 2. And finally, of course, we need to tell here the merge function that we want to merge on the index column, because you see here, we got here an index of 0, 1, and 2, and here also we got an index of 0, 1, 2, so we can combine them together. So we can simply say left index, so spell it correctly, index is equal to true, and also for the right index is equal to true, like that, okay? Maybe need to have some space here. In here. Okay, so we are good to go. And now if we execute this, we can see that now we got basically our finished data frame. We got the still the to buy column here, and then we got here the list, but now split into multiple columns. And of course, now we could call any kind of rename method in order to rename those columns now, instead of having 0, 1, and 2 if you want. Yeah, but that's it. So hopefully you enjoyed this tutorial. As always, thanks a lot for watching. Please consider subscribing if you want, and see you in the next video. Until then, best guys.